Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars and Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Campbell. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's strong. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the quarterback there working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
They'll try the run. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the Scarlet Knights are on the move. He leaves it with his back.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Martin. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Now, in that ethereal realm of BYU quarterbacks like Ty Detmer and Steve Young, Jake Retzloff has a chance to claim a spot in there, David. 11-2 a season ago, just missed a playoff. If they can get to the CFB, what does it mean for a program like this?
It will be huge. I mean, BYU is a good program, but nobody looks at them as an elite program. So they can perform at that level. And listen, it's going to be Retzloff. He's that guy. Like, he's scrambling, throwing, making plays. Kind of had a knack for big plays last year. So if he builds on that, watch out.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll move the tight end. He rifles one deep to the left. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Sends his first one of the day on the lane. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And that one's incomplete. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Campbell. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, you get the completion, and now it's decision time for the head coach, right? This is a massive one, too. Fourth and short on your own end of the field. What do you do?
The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon. Oh, they're faking it. Here comes the heat. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on fourth down. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Turning on the Jets. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
BYU now into the red zone. They're going to ride this running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
BYU 0.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
It's just so nice to have a signal man who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. All wideouts, no backs. Quick release on the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes with the return. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna swing it on second down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got an open man. Howard ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. There he goes down the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Man, this is why you see tight ends featured in offenses now across college football. They're so pivotal because they're so big, so strong, can break tackles, and then can outrun people and get to the end zone. Big play by the big fella.
And right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Some of this, they'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Rushes on him. Intercepted, number 19. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna run it. It's Campbell. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Firing to the right, complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick it off.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Oh, he tosses it back. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
And, David, they dial up the flea flickering. How about the job of the running back selling like it was run and the receiver selling like it was blocked before taking off downfield to catch that wide open?
Yeah, you could see everybody sucks up, plays the run. And listen, there's a timing and a rhythm and a perfect time to call these plays. They dialed up a good time to do it.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. He lofts one down the sideline. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. BYU with the 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Grabbed in the end zone and put 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. The sure hands, it's Campbell. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Sheffield. Wide open spaces. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Now the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to start the drive with a pass. Setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Campbell. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The give to the lone running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3, And this one sails through just inside that left upright. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Retzlaff. Catch in the middle. It's Ryan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. BYU right back to the line.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Going downfield for the big play. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's a heat. Basic connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off from the shotgun. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And And the Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Going to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
Caught over the middle. It's Ryan. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Martin. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
This BYU offense set up with another 1st down. The give to the back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
To the air, it's Retzlaff. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He got it, and he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Campbell. He's loose. There he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, this defense hasn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. With the catch, it's Sheffield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Rutgers 27, BYU 21.
Keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Offense changing the play. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hillstead. He'll toss it. Got the 1st down, looking for more. A very productive run, gets it inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter really close.
Lots of running room. Turning it on. Touchdown, Cougars. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run in the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
And And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so they'll make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Duff. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's strong. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field. But how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Got it in the middle. It's Campbell. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
He wants to throw it again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Schultz. Quick strike complete. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job, bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. See what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the toss. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Cougars need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Fires it down the seam. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Power football with the run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Martin. Breaks the tackle. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Gain of 2. Offense facing 4th down.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A quick timeout call by the kicking team here.
Timeout, BYU.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. To throw, it's Schultz. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. It's caught downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
That is exactly what this offense needed. The clock's winding down. You got to make a play. You go to your big play wide receiver.
It's a seam wide open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
No gain on the play. Second down.
This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, BYU.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Touchdown, Rutgers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Weber. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Here's a throw downfield late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football game, make some more memories with their boys, so this is a big win today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.